Hey, have you heard of the new strain of COVID-19?
Isn't it called Omicron?
Yeah, so you have? I'm worried because experts say that the new variant can be more infectious than all the previous ones.
I've also heard of that too, but I think it's very important that we stay positive as epidemiologists and health experts are racing to figure out how dangerous this strain is.
For sure, I agree with you. Hey, have you heard of the new strain of COVID-19?
Isn't it called Omicron?
Yeah, so you have? I'm worried because experts say that the new variant can be more infectious than all the previous ones.
I've also heard of that too, but I think it's very important that we stay positive as epidemiologists and health experts are racing to figure out how dangerous this strain is.
For sure, I agree with you.
Structure 47. I've heard that, and then a subject and a verb. This structure is used to say you already heard or knew something. After the word that, you can use an independent clause, a subject and a verb to add more details of what you heard, especially new ones, that the person who you're talking to might not know before. Remember, in daily conversations, the word that can be from time to time taken out, so the sentence can be shorter and avoid verbosity.
Or I've heard that I've killed a raccoon with my high heels.
I've heard that this one is a bit more devastating than the previous two have been.
I've heard a lot of women say, I just can't help it, Adam. I am powerless to my love for this guy.
Another version of this structure is I've heard of, and then a pronoun or a noun. This version is mainly used when you don't want to repeat the detail because everybody knows it already. For instance, I've heard of the matter, I've heard of the news, I've heard of the change. Again, saying the matter, the news, or the change is a lot shorter because you don't want to repeat the details when the person you're talking to already knows them. One important thing you need to be aware of here is that if you want to add a verb after the pronoun or the noun in this structure, then it has to be a gerund with ing at the end.
I've heard of rich people going to these hotels or resorts where there are blackout zones.
But they're like, oh yeah, I've heard of that.
And so I've heard of hospitals that, for example, upon the death of a patient, will make sure that things like obesity and diabetes are properly coded.
You know, I've heard of stories where, you know, not taking no for an answer was a bit dramatic.
Now, here are some other examples for this structure. And the first one is, I've heard of the accident before, but I had no idea how severe it was. The second time at a slower speed. I've heard of the accident before, but I had no idea how severe it was. And the second example, I've heard that all the houses in that village are haunted, so we shouldn't go there. The second time at a slower speed. I've heard that all the houses in that village are haunted, so we shouldn't go there. Now, don't forget to go back to the short conversation that I had with Maddie at the beginning of this video and shadow along. When you shadow along, it's going to help you not only match up our intonations, pronunciation, and speed, but also it's going to help drill deeper in your head for this structure. And to help you shadow better with all the conversations we created, along with this YouTube channel, we have already created a website for you guys where I broke all the audios of the conversations into smaller pieces. So there's an icon next to each line for you to click on and listen to the audio before repeating or imitating. That way your shadowing section is going to be a lot easier and more effective. And if you like this type of content and would like us to make more of this so you can learn more, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out any of our future videos. And I also hope you're having fun with this structure. Until the next one, bye.